Through a series of professional development sessions and school intervisitations, classroom teachers and teaching artists got the opportunity to experience the arts activities as participants. Working in collaborative small groups, teachers created original work just as their students would in the arts residencies. Cultivating a deep understanding of the artistic experience their students are having helps classroom teachers to work more deeply with students throughout the residency.
Merge up, right? We look at each other, we turn, right? And we go into our last formation. Yeah?
Order of appearance.
So like some of us went to roles that like suit our personalities, and some of us went to things maybe a little,
Challenging.
right.
I feel like the most interesting part is the first time when we tried to design the tableau and try to figure out what to say. And that was the time when everybody wasn't sure, what they're gonna play, what they are going to say, who's the director, who are the actors. So we all have like tons of ideas, and we talk and we share and we change. It's like this constant involvement.
Next, teachers shared their theater and dance work with their peers, received feedback, and used the feedback to help them to revise their work. This process parallels the feedback and revision process that students experience in the arts residencies.
So after we did our first demonstration, we received feedback from our colleagues, and they told us to incorporate eye contact to build unity and to add emotion to our expression to really bring out the image we were given.
When we revised it, we used that feedback of eye contact to then, we used it as a cue. So instead of maybe looking at each other the whole time, we decided to use the moment of eye contact to start the next person's movement. So
I give thee beauty.
Curiosity, my child.
I'm awake.
I like the detail of what each character said. Everybody said something different and
unique to
unique,
their
yeah.
character.
Right.
One wish that I noticed was that not all of the actors were faced towards the audience, so it was difficult to see just a couple of them. So like all of a sudden there was a voice, but you didn't know
who was speaking.
So
Great.
Finally, teacher groups completed a digital portfolio outlining the various steps of their artistic process and then presented this portfolio to their peers. This mirrors a process their students would also be engaging in.
So at first, our original dance was very simple. When we originally made the dance, it just looked very much like the letters. It didn't have that much excitement to it, but then Kim added some choreography and other toolkit dance moves to make it a little more sophisticated.
So when we were reflecting back on the project, some of the things that we developed on, some of the skills, we developed better teamwork skills and better collaboration because we had to talk about it, we had to coordinate everything. And for me personally, one of the skills that I developed was vocabulary because I didn't know what changing levels meant or changing pathways. So that was one of the new things as a newcomer that I developed over the project.
But I think it's very important and to be put in the students' shoes also of what we're expecting from them, and knowing how, the feelings that we might have towards like doing things in front of people, going ahead and trying something new, like getting over all of that, like we were just saying. And then it feels really good afterwards.
I really like the way they recorded what they were proud of onto the portfolio, because it if we do that, if we encourage the children to do that, it will help them, because when they get in front of a class, a lot of them don't project their voices because they're nervous. So that's a great idea. Thank you.
Following the artistic process from inspiration to creation to feedback and revision and finally to portfolios and presentations, the teacher groups were able to fully experience the scope of what their students would be doing in the arts residencies. This helped teachers to have a deeper understanding of what their students were experiencing and to be more fully engaged teaching partners throughout the process.